Okay, so this is the ending of Murdered Soul Suspect. I'm MrKilldarkside. Watch.
Joy!
Ronan, help!
Not another step.
No, not you, Rex.
This has nothing to do with her, Abigail. Oh, but it does. For 300 years, we have executed the witches who corrupt our fair city.
Down there. Let's go.
Those who try to mask their demonic contract and leverage powers they should never possess.
Quick info. Abigail refers to Abigail Williams. If you don't know anything about the Salem witch trials, she was the main person behind all of it and was finally executed after she got other people killed, essentially. There you go.
Just like you have. Don't you dare compare me to her!
Easy, easy.
Put your hands up!
Help!
Don't do anything stupid.
Hands up. Stop what you're doing. Hands up. Do it now.
So I know this is all taking place over the course of a night, but at the same time, Ronan just tried to talk to humans like they could hear him.
Abigail, stop!
It's like,
Rex, you
that's...
piece of shit. What are you doing? Not now. This was you.
Want you getting closer to the truth.
Ronan, do something!
Hold tight, kid. I'm on my way.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna run over here now. We're gonna try and stop him. Possess him. Hit the influence button. Now, what can stop Abigail? I wonder. Is it the information on her mother's note? No. Hiding? Is it the fact that she can hide? No, that would be stupid, right? Is it Joy's verse? No. Is it the fucking powerful scream that knocks back the ghosts? I fucking wonder, game. Why even give me any of these options? All of these options are literally useless. You know, if there was a different way to solve the puzzle, maybe. But no, this is it. It's just screaming. So she just has to fucking scream because she forgot she can scream. She forgot that she could talk. So she needed me to remind her. But okay, we'll say, yeah, sure. Right? But the ghost fell out of the body. Right? And then I fell out of the body. And now she's dead. Nope, she's still alive.
It's over, Abigail.
And now, I thought, initially, the way to beat this would be like, okay, possess Rex, so that way Abigail can't get back in there, and I don't know, maybe make Rex fucking let Joy go, and then that would be it. But no, here's how you stop Abigail. You grab her arm. Then you go back to the day Abigail was executed, right? Because she's standing right next to where she died.
The time is upon us, Abigail Williams.
No.
You scourge of Salem. It is time to pay for your sins.
This can't be happening. You want to use memories against me? You can play at that game.
How'd that... But that...
I know the truth about your death, but I still don't know the truth about mine.
It's true. So, like, then ask the obvious question.
Did you use Rex to kill me?
Rex was my most influential. The most respected, the most feared official in town. Of course I did.
How could Rex have done it? Rose's killer had blue eyes.
Because maybe she used different people?
I didn't use the same killer
Like, which is something I figured out, you know, like, somewhat halfway through the game.
Baxter.
Right? But then why kill Baxter? He was such a good killer.
Why did you kill Baxter?
I eventually kill all the killers I use.
Which is like, okay, then why did you kill me?
I wasn't close to the truth in the apartment. I wasn't one of your killers. Why did I have to die?
Which, like, zero evidence points to that, like, at all, ever.
No. No, no, I wouldn't. How could I? You made me kill her. If I'm going out, you're coming with me.
And that's it. That's the end of the game, right there. That, like, Ronan then goes on to explain that, you know, Rex wasn't going to get charges pressed against him because Joy is a nice person who was helping him out. Joy gets reunited with her mother, and yeah, all this other shit that goes down. Now, the main problems I have with this ending are, one, the entire story, all the evidence that you collect throughout the game kind of points to Baxter, this cop who really didn't like the main character, as being the killer. Like, all of the evidence points to him, and it turns out that he is at one point the killer, but is then killed. And the fact that it kind of comes out of left field at the very end. Like, seriously, the mission before the last mission, which is the one that I just showed you, the mission before is where you find Baxter's body and you find out that he died. On top of that, everything that leads up shows that Rex, yeah, he's kind of like this paragon of, not paragon of justice, like a fucking, he's like a good guy. He's just trying to look out for the people around him and catch the killer because he doesn't want the killer to exist anymore. And the fact that, you know, he turns out to be the final killer in this group, I mean, it kind of sounds like a cool storyline, but just, it comes out of nowhere, and it doesn't really make sense, chronologically speaking, since when fucking your body gets turned up, both Baxter and Rex appear at your crime scene at the very beginning of the game. That would mean that Rex would have had to have killed you, went back and changed, and then got there. And granted, he's like kind of the last one there, but they're all kind of there at the same time. So it doesn't make sense. It really just, the idea that Rex is the killer who killed you doesn't make sense. It would have made more sense for Baxter to have been that killer, since Baxter was already kind of suspicious from the beginning and very fucking like out of there. Anyways, but yeah, the on top of that, the gameplay of this game is very much like solve the puzzle, right? Like, there are other elements of gameplay, mainly just collecting stuff, but it's really just solve the puzzle. That's every single episode, which I'm a little upset that there wasn't more solve the puzzle in the final boss. Like, the only thing in the final boss fight that's technically solved the puzzle is the one thing, the scream. That's it. Like, it would have been better if you have to, like, piece together why Abigail would use the people around you, or why you had to die specifically, rather than her just literally telling you at the end. Like, granted, you have to hit a button to ask a question, but that's not gameplay. That's hitting a button to progress a story, which was stupid. But yeah, it was just an unsatisfying ending in total. And I played it because I originally saw this game when it came out a few years ago, and I wanted to pick it up and I wanted to play it, and I didn't get the chance to because other things came up, or there were other games, or there was just always a reason for me to never pick up this game. And I had heard that it wasn't very good, but I wanted to give it a shot, and I'm glad that I tried it because it's an experience that definitely I won't forget, at least not for the next couple of weeks, because this is probably going to bother me all day. But yeah, this game is, oh gosh, the ending just really bothers me. Like, it's a happy ending, don't get me wrong. You know, the bad guy loses and the good guy wins, and all the bad things that the bad guy did are kind of solved somewhat. You know, people are still dead, but it's life. And the idea that, you know, Abigail was the actual killer is a cool idea, but just the way the game threw away just so much that it could have used. Like, I really thought it would have been cooler had Ronan been the killer throughout the entire story, and then at the end you find out that Ronan was killed because Abigail was essentially taking him out. Like, Baxter wasn't even involved. Or if Baxter was involved, you know, it was Baxter who killed Ronan because Abigail took over Baxter and said, that's how it's going to work. But, you know, it didn't make a lot of sense storyline-wise, and it made almost no sense gameplay-wise, because, like I said, the only thing about this game is solve the puzzle, and you didn't really solve the puzzle at the end. But that's my rant, and I want to say it and get off my chest because I played this, and I just beat it like maybe 10 minutes ago, and oh, man, it really bothered me. It really did. Anyways, this is MrKilldarkside signing off.